Happy Tuesday. Happy November. First reading in this November. Refresh this. Sure, I did that. How's everyone doing? The weather changed in Florida. Hi, David. How you doing? It's so nice to see you here. Weather changed. You know what that means for me. Sinus town. I could never understand why my mom would sneeze like 23 times in a row. And my cousin Carol used to do that too. And it's like, now I completely and totally understand. All right. So, hi, Patricia. Hi, Big Steph. All right, let's do, doggone it, I forgot my water. I broke one of my lights too. It fell down. So we'll have to see how this turns out today. Got to get a new one. Hi, Beth Cat. Hi, Mr. J. All right, 8 of Swords. So, you know, this is like the Biden mansion card today. Nobody can move forward. However, I just saw one little blip that Nancy Pelosi said there could be movement tonight. So that's promising, right? We'll see. We'll see. I don't know how they can do anything when he's being the way he is. So the 8 of Swords means we could be stuck, or it's the card I call analysis paralysis. So sometimes if you overthink things so much, you freeze. You know, if you overanalyze, you can just freeze. So then it's hard to know which direction to go in, even if one of your friends says, well, why don't you do this? And you're just like, you're frozen. But the best thing about this is that it's more about the mind, because there's a bandage around the head and the arms, but there aren't bandages around the legs. And you can move forward. You can take baby steps. And sometimes that's all we can do when we get this. Try to take some bold steps in a new direction today if you can. But it's really not that bad. It's more so like mentally torturing ourselves a little bit, like the 9 of Swords. You know, like the what if, what if, what if. Well, hi there, Tia. I thought of you the other day. Oh, thanks. Okay, so, whoa, boy, we have so much going on. First and foremost, the most hilarious thing has happened. You couldn't even believe it. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. Roger Stone says he is going to go up against DeSantis if he doesn't order a recount in Florida. Why are they ordering why do they want a recount? They're just saying everybody needs to be recount. They're not happy with those results. It's insanity. It's just complete insanity. And so this is Trump nudging Roger Stone out there, you know, get DeSantis out of the way. Oh my gosh. So let's just see. He says he'll run as an independent, so I guess he won't knock Charlie Crist out. Let's see what he's going to get taken down. I mean, these things that are coming out now about the ALFA Bank and the computer pings, and I mean, these things are really going to. And Sussman, the Sussman report, well, that's what that one was. What was the other one? Oh, Durham trying to say that didn't happen. There's so much. I've got it all written down here. But let's just take a look at Roger Stone, Mr. Top Hat himself. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's give bell a ring. Happy November. Snow coming to parts of Vermont. Wow, that's chilly. Okay. Roger Stone. Is he going to run for governor? Oh, they're popping out all over the place. Oh, ties with the devil. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Mao Ko from Cleveland. Roger Stone. His political future. Had you heard that, Jay? I just heard it this morning and then yesterday. All right, so he's seen as, immature. Oh yeah, he had an announcement. He had a bullhorn and everything. But he has legal problems, and he did things on the internet that I just see him. Two of Wands is my internet card. I just see him having, big problems. Everything he wanted, he had wishes and wants and dreams, and this didn't, and he just changes on a dime. Okay, this was done as a pressure point. It is probably a bunch of hot air. It was aimed at DeSantis because, the devil card came out first. All right, he's going to go talk about it. He isn't going to give up on the idea unless DeSantis does that vote recount. Sneaky Pete. Up. I can't believe that anyone would actually take him seriously. But there are actual people here that will try to give him money to inspire him to do this. But I can't understand why they would go against DeSantis. I mean, he's everything. I guess he'll just say he's going to do it for the grifting. He'll get money from someone, right? All right. But but then will charges be brought against him? I'm getting the Russian money, probably with the ALFA Bank, probably with the Pandora Papers. We've been seeing this. It's almost like we have to bring all the bits and pieces together, and it's really difficult. And Merrick Garland is as slow as a snail. Okay, all right, but then does Roger Stone get indicted? Is he going to jail? Is he going back to jail? Well, we got all the criminals that are out there saying they're running for something. Roger Stone, Trump. Right, exactly, Tia. I think that's exactly what it is. All right, he will be brought up on ethics charges with this Hierophant there. I'm just speeding right through this one. He's lawyering up. They'll make him an offer he can't refuse. Wishing, indictment. I'm going to take this that we get our wish, He does have the goods on. He does have some goods to spill. But I think these papers are coming from him again. Now, he may be able to get out of this by snitching on someone else, someone a little higher up. We know he's going to be in trouble. I think he's going to face charges with the 1-6, and all the things that were organized with the Peanut Butter Boys. Okay. All right. Did anybody see? If you haven't seen this, go on YouTube. He has his own channel, Everett Stern. He's a United States candidate, U.S. state candidate for Pennsylvania. I wrote this so fast this morning. He's also the CEO of his own private intelligence agency called Tactical Rabbit. And General Flynn, where'd I get Smith? Where'd that come from? Okay, so General Flynn, who's running the, Little Pill Red Show, the Little Red Pill Red Show, whatever that is, and the Patriot Caucus. set people out to talk to him, this Everett Stern. It's up on YouTube. And for him to start putting pressure and find out information, because he owns his company, on Toomey and Kirkpatrick, and he didn't. He turned it in. So, and he never went to meet with him in person, but it's up on YouTube. So I want to know about General Flynn. So that's some scary stuff. When you see that they are still here moving these shells. They have not given up. This isn't over. Oh, thanks, Blackberry. So General Flynn, is he going to be brought in on charges? General Flynn. There's only so many people at the top to give away information and get away with stuff. Okay, I think he hits the wall here. Yeah, his machinations they're trying to stop him. He can't continue to do this. He's hitting that government wall. Yeah, then there's the justice card below. Wow. And there's a treasure trove of secrets here. It's not for a bit yet. And, of course, the money that exchanged between all the banks and all the different senators, representatives. So this is really big. And where he put the money and the funding, I think the funding for Patriot Caucus comes from a billionaire in Texas whose name escapes me right this second. He has a lot of funding behind him, but then there's the tower, and then here's the indictment. Because pentacles are written things, okay? And so this is, a negative card or shocking card, so it brings this more towards that way. Okay, so he has, I think all of these things will come out, and he won't be able to get people together to do this power framework to get the senators, or get like Toomey and Kirkpatrick, I don't remember their titles, but to swing more towards getting the election overruled. This isn't over. Hi, Janie. Okay, so we had to take a look at that. My nose is running again. Okay. The FBI couldn't find, talk about all these links. And with the pinks and the ALFA Bank to Russia, they couldn't find in the original 2016 investigation, they couldn't find any of these links. Why couldn't they find them? I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I think we've got some schmucks in the FBI. My goodness. I think we have some schmucks in the FBI. Why couldn't they find it? What happened? What happened to the information? Okay. Stop right there. Greed. Hang on, you guys. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourself for a second. Okay, so the greed and control card, 4 of Pentacles popped out. Okay. So why couldn't the FBI make the connection, make the link? Someone pretended not to see this. They didn't want to make the link. They couldn't make the link. They were told not to make the link. You can't see this. Don't open your eyes. Pretend this isn't happening. So there it is. I mean, we don't really even need to go any further than that. There's our card of the day. No, you don't see it. They didn't know what to do. I think they were getting threatened and overruled and browbeated, and they didn't want to upset the apple cart. You know, this is when you don't, I see a lot of readers say, oh, this is a choice. No, this is when you're completely stuck. You know, you can't, and you don't want to look at it. And you don't want to upset the apple cart. So, I mean, a choice will eventually have to be made. There's another deck that I like. I can't remember the name of the deck, but there's little fairies come up and trying to pull this blindfold off her head. So yeah, they were told not to see. Just close your eyes and pretend this didn't happen. So now we've gotten this several times already today, 3 or 4 times in the root. So I believe that justice will prevail. But you know, and I love it that everyone's trying to stay positive, but there's some big stuff going on. And if we don't get moving very quickly, I'm sure they're working on it. I'm absolutely sure, but I just feel like Merrick Garland has got to move much more quickly. Wow, this is all tough stuff, you know. This is a hardball. I think, you know, like the people in power here just say, don't do anything about it. Let it sit, let it ride. People will forget about it. It's not going anywhere. Then I think this is Sussman that worked for Clinton, who's now an illegal, is being sued by Durham. Saying this isn't fair. You need to have these papers. There's definite leaks here. There's definite connections between the oligarch ALFA Bank and the Trump organization. Man, they were just told to look away. Now, I think, you know, I think this is good. I think that this takes a while. It's victory. It's a 6 of Wands. It's victory after a fight, after a struggle. And this is a lot of struggle, right? When you can't even move, you can't do what you want to do, or you're being told not to, but you want to do it, or you don't know which way to go or who to tell. I agree, David. Yeah, that's a good point. There's just so much. How much can he take on? I think it's actually, when we find this all out and all the tentacles of this octopus are pulled up, I think we're all going to be like, oh my God, this was so much worse. It wasn't just about these people climbing all over the Capitol building. This is really, really, really bad. Yeah, they're going to have to get well, we just saw. They were told to close their eyes. I mean, it couldn't get more clear than that. Okay. All right. Now, in that same vein, Special Counsel Robert Durham, placed by Barr and Trump, he's saying the computer stuff is all a big Which one? It's all a hoax. Whose favorite word is that? Between the ALFA Bank and the Trump campaign. So I want to see if he's going down for. I mean, he's just outright blatantly lying, right? He's saying there wasn't information there, and there was. And he's put charges out on Sussman. Hope I'm saying his name right. So the future of Special Counsel Robert Durham. What's in his future? Is he going to get in trouble? What does it take to get these guys in trouble? Does anybody know? Let's all pray for it. You'd think he would, GM Dave. However, I think he is a more highly evolved spiritual person than what we understand. Merrick Garland. All right, so this is Special Counsel Robert Durham. When I had asked about him years ago, because I know I started reading a year before the pandemic, but when I had asked about him before, it just was like nothing ever came of what he was doing. But now I saw a report that he should be coming out with his information pretty soon. And it was mostly centered on Clinton's campaign, of course. Of course. Okay. He's been working hard. There's a dark-haired female here. Now, I'm wondering if this could be the CIA lady. What is her name? I wonder if she has something. This female is going to cross him, right? Because he thinks he's got the special place, he's got every tool that he needs, he's got the funding, and she's right here saying, not so fast, not so fast. And you can try to put all this work together, and you can think it's all play, but I'm going to get in your way, and I'm going to mess you up, and then you're going to experience a delay. And you'll need to change your perception if you're going to come out of this with any sense of decorum, or which he doesn't have, because he's already, this is really, yeah, I think that's it. Gina Haspel. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, then this is, nope, he's going to be under attack. Teresa Ford. I'd be afraid of Katie Porter. Oh, man, I'm sure she scares everyone now, right? Oh, that's so funny. No, but they're coming after him. So there's at least one female, one male, and it will directly relate to the internet, to the pings, because this is my internet card. When you hold the world in your hand, it's very much like you're holding your laptop or your phone. Tail between his legs. He isn't going to get, now this brightens this somewhat, but he isn't going to be able to do what Barr and Trump put him in there to do. So let's see if will he tell the truth then? Will he tell the truth? All the information is there. All the electronic experts, digital expert, all of them, all the IT people, it's all there. How can you say it isn't? But it's a big deal now. I think Sussman handed over that report like a month ago. I think it was in September. Oh, he's still trying to bluff. Still trying to bluff. And Biden is his enemy. He's going to try to come out with something on Biden. He may even try to shift the focus over here to Hunter Biden, something completely over here. There's some cards. I think we should be hearing somewhat soon about this report. There's hope that he may change something slightly when he realizes he could get in trouble. That's what I'm going to go for. Because I think he wants to be able to keep his credentials and money. And I think there is actual hope here that once he's approached by those two other people, the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, he could change his tune a bit. And so then will we ever find out which FBI agents are crooked? Will we ever find out? Will we ever find out who the crooked FBI agents were, and will they be prosecuted? Wow, Lori Kettle said, our provincial health system under cyber attack, all surgeries and procedures canceled until further notice. I'm telling you, that Bitcoin stuff, Bitcoin says, oh, they can't be traced. Oh, yes, they can. Yes, they can. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So there's a man that is going to be a whistleblower, and he will could be very much similar to what Everett Stern just did. Be willing to sacrifice some of his career to tell the truth. Someone's coming charging in there, very impassioned about right and wrong. Okay, wow, this goes up and down. This is going to be a hornet's nest. Look at that energy. Card of the day again. Pootie. We need to look at the ones that can retire, make a cut, clean cut. Three of Swords. They're hoping they can get their retirement. They hope they can get out. Oh, so the answer is yes, we are going to find out, but they need to go to jail. That's where they need to go. Leave, resign their post, and perhaps get called back in. That's what I'm getting. But we had, we had the Sword of Justice here, so we're going to find out. All right. Let's ask, there was one other piece of information here. Talk about not seeing what you need to see. Do you all remember when the Biden bus was attacked in Texas and they tried to force it off the road and tried to get it to stop and force it off the road? That was in San Marcos, within the jurisdiction of San Marcos Police Department. And they were called, San Marcos Police Department, 911, and they refused to respond. So those policemen, what's going to happen to them? Because they have lawsuits facing them now. They're already being sued. Passengers on the bus are suing that police department. What happens to them? You can't just refuse to respond. That would be like me in the ER and being told or asked to take care of somebody, and I just said, no, I'm not going to do that. How do they get away with this? Because there's so many. So it must be that there are more of the bad in that situation, more of the bad thinking people in that situation, where they just kind of all go along with it, you know? And it must be that way in the FBI too. The more research I'm doing, the more I'm understanding this. There is so much going on that we just can't even begin to wrap our heads around. All right, what happens to the San Marcos Police Department? Ethics. What is morally and spiritually right? What is done traditionally? It's your job. You had a call. You're supposed to be the teacher in the situation, the helper. Okay, so temperance is on its side. They just don't think like the Biden people on the campaign bus, so they just didn't want to help. And they just said, no, I'm not going to take that cup. I have an attitude like Trump. Okay, there are a few here that are starting to become afeared. Just starting. And we will hear more about this. Page of Wands, major announcements coming up about this. Sword of Law, the Ace of Swords, Sword of Justice, Sword of Law. A lot of paperwork, a lot of work being done on these cases. I don't know originally how many people were on that bus, but I know there's some, there was some every person on that bus was special, right? Every single person is a good person. So, I don't know exactly how many. So I asked, what happens to them? The department itself will stand, but I think they'll let some of the other ones go. They may have to move. And this could be, the change of their stature and money, and probably going to have to pay out. We not know about this. Comes down to money. Can be the retirement. There's really mixed emotions. This is it's a very hot topic. They will have to pay. I think they have to give up. There's a change with their financial situation. Hi, Miss Prairie. No, I didn't know that area was German. You guys, I just got my DNA results back from Ancestry.com. There's some things in there. I mean, nothing shocking. It's just not... I'm not as French as I thought I was. I'm not as German as I thought I was. I have to go over it with my brother. He could be lurking. All right, let's ask Jay's question. All right, so we asked about the San Marcos Police Department. All right, Jay wants to know, how is Marco Rubio doing? Is he going, what's going on with him? Is he really going off the deep end? You know, I don't think he ever really had a very serious competitor. Val Demings is serious, but I don't know how much in Florida. It didn't look so great. I mean, there were some strengths there. Marco Rubio, is he really going off the deep end? I know, right, GM Dave? And that his conversation with Dan Quayle. Who knew? Oh, God, man. That's really... Oh, he feels like he's power hungry. You know, I used to call him Little Pit Bull because sometimes he would get on a rant and he would just talk so fast. You'd swear, I'm sure that he wasn't doing something sniffy, but, you know, it seemed like it was sniffy, you know? Says me, who has the sniffles from sinuses all the time. Okay. God, that's actually my sniffy card. I didn't expect that. That is... All right, we're going to stay off of that. He has loss of self-esteem here. He does not feel... he doesn't feel like he has the power to keep going. He doesn't feel like he has this stamina, the money, the backing. He's feeling left out in the cold. He's wondering if he should change and try for something else. 2 aces, change of places. I'm thinking. I'm hoping and praying, both church windows, right? Didn't know he prayed. Okay, yeah, he's thinking about making a change. Now, he could be really squirrely, right, Jay? He doesn't know what to do. Should I try for this? Should I stay here? He's at a real, you know, in this section, in this part of the reading, this can be the, you know, crossroads. And he knows it would require so much work. This is like, you know, not wanting to, when you know you've accidentally worked a lot and you've let the laundry, you know, get out of hand and you're like, no, oh God. I mean, he likes where he is, but he just isn't sure. Oops. I hope he's not involved in that internet stuff and things that remain unseen for his own sake. I feel like we're gonna see him really going off the rails. So I do think he's having an issue. That's strange to have the hermit up there. He's trying to go within to think of, you know, search. He's searching, can't find. So let's just do one more spread on his political future. Marco Rubio's political future. There's really something going on with him. He could be having a little mental break in there. It was weird. That was a weird combination of cards. I'm trying to get together with a couple of other readers for some collaborations. I'll be popping in on Autumn's 50th birthday celebration this Saturday. My Scorpio sister. Yeah, he isn't using good judgment. Yeah, very emotional, very confrontational. Same card, the Hermit. I expect some announcements for changes for him. It's rather late to be announcing that you just want to do something else, isn't it? It would be, it wouldn't be smart of him to leave that seat. I mean, for what I'm seeing here is if he hangs in there, he can do it. So, hello, Alex. I don't know how to say your name. Okay. Oh, yeah, I did see that. I did see that. All right. Murphy is running. This is another J question. Murphy is running for New Jersey governor. Will he win re-election? Murphy for New Jersey governor. Murphy, will he, New Jersey Governor Murphy, win re-election? I feel like I have to clear out again. Oh, Linksa. Okay, Murphy, New Jersey governor. I think he's well liked. I'd have to say yes with that Ace of Cups popping out there. If I have time, I'll ask another. I will have time. Another question about Merrick Garland. I like the way Patricia just said that, so we'll look about his 2022. So, Jay, someone's trying to sabotage this Murphy dude. If you guys can hit that thumbs up button, it really helps the channel. And please subscribe if you're new here. Wow, these cards don't look very good for him, Jay. I think someone's really trying to sabotage him. Okay, I mean, I think he's got a chance here. There's a lot of other people in this reading. He may, it may look like he's going down, then he goes back up. I think he has a good chance. The outcome card is good. But when you see the outcome card, you have to look at the challenge cards. He's definitely got people and money working against him. I really don't know anything about him. All right, and then Jay had one more question. Senator Richard Burr of North Carolina sold massive amounts of stock in February 2022, right before or ahead of the pandemic. (2020). We're not doing 2022 yet. 2020. Is he going to be found guilty for insider trading or brought up on charges? Senator Richard Burr of North Carolina. Insider trading, brought up on charges. Senator Richard Burr. He wasn't alone in that dealing. There were a few other participants. He's lawyered up. He is facing a problem with the law. Yes, they do need to stop them from trading stocks. Yeah, there it is. 6 of Pentacles. Power. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. He did it. He's trying to keep it secret. He did not do it alone. And I think, I don't know what's going on with his seat, but I think he's going to have to leave. I think he will be brought up on charges, and I think he has to leave. All right, let's take one more look at Merrick Garland, his 2022. Will we be more pleased? Let's see, how should I ask this? Will we hear of more indictments? Will Merrick Garland start working harder and get the Department of Justice to put out more indictments and bring the crooked people down? Yes, Stacey B., I think you're absolutely correct. All right, will Merrick Garland start getting all the paperwork together? Will we feel like, you'll have to shorten the question, Jay. Will we feel like he's moving to get the General Flynn's and the Jim Jordan's, and will we feel like he's, what the hell is he going to do about Durham? What do you do with that? Will we feel victorious because he's actually starting with bringing up charges on people. This is that same lady that was crossing. Was it Durham? He doesn't have everything he needs yet, but he's gathering. He is gathering. Merrick Garland is gathering. Got very nice help from this. I have to think this is Haspel. Could also be Fiona Hill, because her name just popped in my head. We haven't seen the end of her help yet, and she's an expert on Russia, right? Okay, so looks like there's announcements. Working with another department, sort of justice. Patience and perseverance pays off. So we're being told patience and perseverance. Say positive things, know that they're working on it. This must be very delicate and so much more out of balance than what we understand, because there's so many crooked people in the FBI and left over in the DOJ that it must be really difficult. He gets the card of the day. He's such a good, kind-hearted soul. He's always trying to do the right thing, you know. He's always, all right, yes. Will we feel victorious? Yes, we will. Okay? So but it's victory after struggle. So in order to get this, we have to address the challenge card. He has to gather more information, possibly more money trails, you know. So hang in there. And so then, since we had so many questions on Durham and Sussman and Everett Stern, if you haven't watched that video on YouTube from Everett Stern, day before yesterday, about General Flynn, that's worth a watch. So I know there are so many involved. So how can I ask this, Jay? I need to ask, will we get our country back? I mean, are we going to be safe? Is there going to be another coup, or are we going to be safe? Because they are still, thanks, Jay. I'll ask that one real fast. Working it. Is there going to be another J6 coup? Or are we safe? Help us understand. Guides and angels, help us understand. Are we safe? We're trying to put a stop from it. Trying to have some legal justice with this Queen of Swords. Okay, there's some bad people in the government, and then this which would be a block, is on its side. Oh boy. Yeah, that's what I was feeling this morning when I was compiling all this information together. False Knight. Oh my gosh. Card of the day. after some of these people go to jail, some of them will be put in jail. I think we'll be safe, but there's definite plots, planning. You know, this is the knight that goes up to the tower to think about his right flank when he has a battle the next day, where he's going to send his men. So there's definite plots here, but I believe we'll be able to get some people in jail. And will we be safe? Hopefully we'll be safe eating some apple pie. All right. Hope for the future. I am going to say, though, I think because this came up, these three came up so much today, that somebody, there will be an area where someone is being held hostage. So there could be another attempt here. And I don't like that, but I've seen these cards, you know, all during this reading. So I'm going to say there's a hostage situation. Okay. Probably Jay. All right, what do you and I need to know? I'll be back on Friday unless I find somebody else to team up with me. Hi, Lucky Girl. If anyone wants a reading, it's been sort of slow. It's always very slow right around Halloween because everybody's spending all their money on trick-or-treats and costumes and parties. If you want to schedule a reading with me, thewayofpositivechange.com. You can schedule your own appointment. What do we need to know? Oh, GM Dave, you're funny today. You are extra funny. That's some harsh stuff right there. Don't feel heartbroken about our government. We're not completely broken. We're not completely separated from what we want to be, do, and have. There are power struggles here. Please don't be sad. The deception is overwhelming. You know, it's just about as biblical as you can get, really. Okay, you're going to have to be extra strong to know that, you know, some things have gone wrong. And I hope I wasn't too depressive today with all this bad news. But 3 cups are spilled, but 2 are still up, right? And those are the 2 of cups that we saw with Merrick Garland, right? So try to focus. I'm going to say stay present. The big message for the next couple of days is to stay present and move forward. Don't go back into the past. Do something artistic and fun. Play with your pets and grandchildren. Get outside. Enjoy the weather, even if you get a little bit of snow. So let's just be ready to turn the page. We're going to have to trust them that they're going to get us out of it. And wow, you're going to have to watch your emotions. Everybody needs to watch their emotions over the next couple of days. We feel very passionate about things, but we can't let our timing could be off. Your timing could be off. Don't argue. When this combination comes up and you feel very strongly about something in your family or somebody just over a conversation, don't let your emotions get so supercharged that you're going into a situation where you won't win. Neither person wins in the moon card. We're just standing there barking at each other. So try to calm your emotions. That's the big thing here. Don't attack. You know, Do something fun, new, inspirational. Watch your emotions. If you feel like you're going downhill, do your gratitude list, because it's impossible. It's such a quantum leap when you're doing. It's my automatic go-to. You write down things that you're grateful for, and you can start with being able to just go over to the tap and get clean water out of it. And it's impossible to feel this way when you're in a state of gratitude. So do as many as 30 things, okay? All right, so there's your reading. Stay out of the sadness, watch your emotions, don't overreact, don't attack. Do something fun, go outside. Okay. Okay, all right, thanks, Melissa Thompson. Thank you, Beth Cat, David, Lucky Girl, T Barb, Jay, Patricia. It was so good to see you. I'm feeling so much better today. Day before yesterday was tough. All right, take care. Much love to you. And I will see you on Friday or before.